Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, you straight fact. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, with the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feel me tripping in 10 books. As they took my game plan, then my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's hair space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. The city decks is on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Yeah. What's poppin', everybody? Knicks real talk, man. We're in the building about to get it poppin', the pregame show. Knicks down in the Windy City versus Chicago Bulls at 7:30. Me and Shy Powers gonna break all that down. We're gonna get into the whole thing, man, and talk about our beloved Knicks. We're playing good basketball right now. 4-game winning streak. They got it popping right now. We're gonna talk about all that stuff, man. And salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Let me bring in my partner in crime with my brother like no other, man. Shy Powers, what's popping?
First and foremost, salute to Divine. Today is his born day. Chat, if you heard me, today is Divine's born day. Throw some thumbs up in the chat, some flowers, some 100s, anything to represent my man's birthday. Today is his physical. Let's celebrate it, you know what I mean? And let's get that going. With that being said, salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. Knicks real talk. We're in the building. Knicks on a 4-game winning streak. They got it popping right now. Defense is off the charts right now. Moving up in the association and all the in the defense measures, man. Playing good ball right now, man. Real talk. I'm happy that we finally got the 4-game winning streak going, man. Salute to everybody. I appreciate y'all love, man, in the chat. Real talk, man. Y'all know what it is. Real cool. Thank you. Allah wise, peace to the God, man. Peace. Peace to everybody. Thank y'all for the support and the love, man. We appreciate y'all. Real talk. But let's talk about the Knicks, man. Them boys is playing some good basketball right now, man. Ever since they inserted them 2 young boys into that lineup, that defense in the backcourt has been pretty stellar. We beat some pretty good teams along the way, man. Now we're looking to go in Chicago tonight in the Windy City and try to, get another one on the W side, man, and to give us 5 games in a row. I'm really super excited about the Knicks, man. Because them brothers are really playing some good ball down there, man. You got to give them credit. You got to give Tom Thibodeau credit for knowing either the pressure on him or it's not. He's making the right adjustments. And I'm super excited about that, man. Real talk. So let's hope that these cats can continue doing. I feel you, Will Crew, on that one. These young man, and we needed that show the young energy, and it came in there, man. He put it in there along with the veterans. They gave it a little spark of energy, so that was a good move by him. Whether it came from the front office or not, it was a good move. But Shy powered the game tonight. I'm looking forward to it, man. I hope my defense comes to the forefront. We do all the other things that you talk about in the stream, in the chat. I'm going to be popping tonight, man. But first and foremost, before I forget, salute the Knicks fan. Let's go, Will.
Yes, sir.
Peace to Allah Wise. Shoot my brother Cash out. Jermaine Royce. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to all you guys for coming tonight, hanging out with the brothers, man. We appreciate y'all. Real talk. Tim Smith, salute to you as well. But yeah, man, we got to feel pretty excited right now that where we at as a team and everything, man. We right now sitting there 6th in the Eastern Conference. Got a chance to move up even further. But tonight we need to take care of our business in Chicago. Zach Levine, DeMar DeRozan, them guys going to be looking. They 11 and 15. They're going to be looking to try to take that out on the Knicks tonight. But we just got to make sure our defense come to the forefront tonight and keep doing what they're doing. And we don't know what's the situation with Jalen Brunson. We get into that with the injury report and everything. But if he's not in, IQ look like he might be that guy to go tonight. IQ, I'm happy about that as well because IQ been playing some good basketball for us, man. He been playing some good basketball for the New York Knicks right now. So even though Jalen Brunson might not be down, this next man up, and we'll see what Tibbs gonna do. But right now, we got to see how. I love what I do love about IQ starting tonight. His defense is a little bit more strong than Jalen Brunson. A little bit more, and so you having him and Deuce pretty much about to get the whole. They're going to get all the time tonight at the point guard spot, which is interesting because knowing that IQ is going to be starting, that means that I think Grind going to get a lot of minutes tonight, and you might see some Chevys out there and all that good stuff, man. So we'll see how it goes. And we'll take it from there, man. So let's see how it goes, man. Shot Powell. Tonight we can really do it and get a pop, and we come out there with another victory, man. We get the 15-13, and we looking pretty good right now.
Big game tonight, Eastern Conference team. Basically the same thing I say almost every night, man. We've been doing it. We've been pushing the pace. We've been out rebounding the opposing team. We get to the free throw line and hitting about 85% of our 3-point shots. Let's get it tonight, man. This is a big team. This is a big game tonight. And I want our guys to come out and really perform tonight. It looks like we may not have Brunson tonight. I was looking on FanDuel to make some bets. I didn't see his name up there. So let's see what happens tonight. But overall, let's push this pace, grab some rebounds, and hit our free throws, man. Tonight's a big night tonight. We need to win this game tonight.
Yeah, real talk, man. We get it. We go in there. We go ahead and see, man. The Bulls got a formidable team right there, man. And it's early. Them Bulls could turn it around just as well and get back up to over 500. That team is very talented down there, man. So just because they're 11-15 don't mean that that's where they're going to be at. But as we saying right now, the way they playing right now, I think the Knicks got a good shot to win that game, man. They're 11-15. Like I said, their defense is not. You look at that starting lineup for the guys: DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Vucevic are not defensive ball players. And if you don't believe it, check their stats for their career or see where they at when it comes to being defense. These cats is they're not defense minded players. I don't think Julius Randle going to have. Julius Randle will have a problem with my man Patrick Williams tonight. I don't think Mitch Robinson going to have a problem with Vucevic tonight from an offense defense standpoint. Vucevic can get buckets with the best of them, but he's not a defender. Zach LaVine is not a defender. So I don't care who at the 2 or 3 RJ should be able to give it to them tonight. Right now with Caruso's skeptical because of the injury. He still don't have Lonzo Ball yet. So I don't see our Knicks even remotely not having a chance to win this game tonight. We go in there and play hard and do what we've been doing. And I think we on to something, man. Defense wins games, man. And our defense is playing pretty good right now. Whether you want to believe it or not believe it, the numbers don't lie, period. That's all you can say. We don't have to worry about, we up here just speaking hyperbole because we don't hear, and we speak truth to power here. And all I know is I'm looking at the numbers and the stats. Julius Randle having a good bounce back season, 22.3 points per game, 46 field goal percentage, shooting 80% from the charity stripe. He having almost a year like he had 2 years ago. You know what I mean? And then knowing that he rebounding, almost 8 rebounds a game, he playing good ball. Whether you like it or not, RJ, his last 8-9 games, he been playing pretty good. The numbers is much better. He playing better. And obviously we know Jalen Brunson, his scoring numbers have not been up, but his facilitating numbers still staying around there. So overall, Mitch Robinson been playing great basketball lately. You got to give him credit, man. And Deuce, it's not really not about the offense. It's about what he's doing for us on the defense side of the ball. Quentin Grimes, his defense side of the ball and his playmaking. I mean, these cats is playing good ball, man, whether you want to believe it or not. And a lot of teams that, we beat, even though they didn't have their star players on that night or a couple of them, but we did blow them teams out. It's not like we beat them by 1 or 2. No, we beat Atlanta. We beat Charlotte, even though they didn't have LaMelo Ball only guy. But the thing is that the way we beat them, so we blew them out. So we did what we were supposed to do what we supposed to do because they didn't have their star players. So that made a difference to me. Whereas no, this ain't no fluke because we beat these cats by 20 points, 19, 18 without this stuff. That means that even if they had their star player, we still would have played a real competitive game and probably would have won it. So I'm really excited about it. Shop how we play some good ball in New York right now.
I mean,
probably would have won it. But I'm really excited about it. Shop how we play some good ball.
Oh snap! My bag's Divine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn the thing down. Yeah, Divine. We're playing good basketball right now, and Tibbs has finally found the nine guys that he really wants to, put into the rotation. And for the last couple of games, they've been looking pretty decent. You know what I mean? The defense has been there. The implement of Deuce into the second unit with his defense. Every time he shoots a shot, I just wanted to go in and stuff. You know what I mean? He's I wish he'll take a couple more shots under the 3-point line, because he's pretty lethal from that short range game. But overall, man, we've been playing good defense, and tonight is a big test for us to see if our defense holds fast. You know what I mean? This is a very high oriented offensive team, but they don't play, like you said, they don't play much defense. So if we could get out there and shut down their offense and create offense off our defense, then we'll win the game tonight, man. I'm rolling with them, man. I think we got a chance to move up the ladder. You know what I mean? Beat them tonight, and we see what happened on what's today? Wednesday, Saturday, when they play again. Saturday for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 days. So see what happened. This is almost like a semi playoff game right here. You know what I mean? Back to back. I don't think I've really ever seen a team play back to back like that. In the same arena, back to back in 2 days. But anything can happen in the NBA, so that's what it is, man. And let's see if we can get out there defense, man, and apply some pressure to them. You know what I mean? Like you said, Julius Randle's having an all-star like year. You know what I mean? And if he could keep his head into the game, and kudos to Julius Randle for announcing when he had his press conference that it was his fault and he shouldn't have let it get that far and all that other stuff. So he's doing what he needs to do, and he's playing better. So let's see what we can do tonight.
Yeah, real talk. Just to piggyback off what you were saying about the Wednesday and Friday game. I think what the NBA did this year, previous year, they were trying to make the travel schedule where there's not so much back and forth. So I think that was a good job, because what they did was they played Chicago. Chicago, when they go right next door to Indiana. I wish, my brother, but in my spirit, I feel about that age. I'm good here though, but now I'm a long way from that, my brother. You know what it is. But in the spirit, though, I feel good. True indeed. I feel good about being my age, what I am, guys, and and just feeling staying strong, keeping a refinement in my body. While you know what it is, man, having that culture freedom in me, man, and just to able me to deal with longevity, infinite to infinity, brother. That's all I really can say. But I feel good about it, and I'm glad to to reach 60 to get there, man. And a lot of my peers, they didn't get to where I'm at. So I'm blessed on that part, just to being able to get to where I'm at right now and be able to get on Knicks Real Talk with my man Shaw Powers and all you guys Nick Talk. So yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. Wise, but I you can give me 25 today. I take that. Yeah, really. I take that. But yeah, man, you know what? Give back to the Knicks, man. It's not about the guy. Let's clear the air right quick about this today. It's not about being a homer. It's about looking at what we see actually happening in front of our eyes. Nobody in the numbers don't lie. The Knicks are number 6 in the Eastern Conference. I don't care what other team's doing or what they're not doing. If you look at the standings in the conference right there, the New York Knicks is in 6th in the Eastern Conference. And they could be down at 11th, but they're not. They could be down at 8th, but they're not. Because of the thing is so bunched up and tight, every other game is a possible move up or a possible go back down. And right now, we just happen to be that team that's going up on a 4-game winning streak, and we happen to be sitting there where we at a 6. So it's not really homerism. It's just showing and proving that we speak in fact. Right now, the Knicks is the 6th best team in the Eastern Conference. Whether you think it's only temporarily or whether you think it's not going to be sustainable, but as of right now, the New York Knicks is 6th in the Eastern Conference, and you can't dispute that. So keep going, Knicks, keep bringing it, man. And I think we doing the right thing in New York. And then I think we just got to keep prospering, man, and just keep elevating, man. The next thing you know, we go around there and snatch a player up or two somewhere down the line, and this trade thing going on. You never know what we might be. So, yes, indeed, God, peace. But so you never know where this thing might go, man. And right now, it's trades to be made. It's things they could do to loosen up things in a roster or to make the roster better. I mean, you got to think about it. They still got a chance to strike and get players that can make the roster better. So I think Will, appreciate you, my brother. Soup, thank you so much. I think this team is doing the right thing. Tibb implemented them young guys, Shy Powell in the chat. They got the energy on the floor, and I think you can't underestimate what what's the young man named Deuce McBride doing with that length he had there for the wingspan, his hawkish defense, nose for the ball. Yeah, we're going. I think they're doing real good, man. So we just got to keep going, man. And I think we're gonna get there. Man, listen. Nobody expected the Knicks to even go there. Everybody was talking about the play-in real quick. Then we get back to the topics of the show. Everybody was talking about the play-in. I had a 45 wins, man, because it's just that in totality, RJ was getting better every year he's been in the league. Julius Randle, we know what he could do when he's focused. You know what I mean? And Jalen Brunson acquisition. That was a big difference for the Knicks, man. Now it just took time for them to gel and get together and kind of learn each other's tendencies. Now I think they done that already. I think that now they know how Jalen Brunson rolled. Now you see how RJ starting to get in his bag a little more. He's starting to get a little bit more into the floor of the team because now he understands what Jalen Brunson could do. So I think that's a big difference. I think right now, Shy Powell, they keep doing what they're doing. Granted, man, if the Knicks get to the playoffs, like I said, the last stream, and I don't care if we lose in the first round. It don't matter to me what it is. Like I said, the Knicks get to the playoffs when everybody else had them in the play-in. If you get to the playoffs, that's an accomplishment within itself. And I just think tonight they can win that game, man, and be 15-13. They'll be one game behind, a half a game behind Philadelphia 76ers for the fifth seed. And you just got to keep winning games, Shy Powell. I think they do that, man. We'd be okay.
Yeah, best thing now is keep the pedal to the metal. You know what I mean? Keep applying that gas and keep it moving forward. You know what I mean? When we have to move into another lane or dip over to the right lane or something like that, or move to the middle lane to slow it down, then we need to do that. You know what I mean? The biggest thing tonight is to make sure that we stay pat on what we've been doing these last couple of games. Over these last couple of games, we have went from a bottom defensive minded team with around 25, 26 in the league to 11th or 10th or maybe even 9th now, something like that. That's incredible, man. That's good. That's good. Like I said, I give kudos to Tibbs because he finally knew what he wanted to do, and we have seen him.
Yeah, let me piggyback up Chop Powell to get frozen real quick. He'll come back in. But yeah, I understand what he's saying. Tibbs, you got to give Tibbs a little credit for whether from the front office or whether it's on his own decision to make the adjustment that he made to get these guys like, listen, Fournier, I got to sit you down. Derrick Rose, I got to sit you down. You know what? The Cam thing is, other than trade, that's kind of, don't know why, because I think he had an impact on what the Knicks are doing. But you got to give him credit for doing what he did when he seen that, you know what? I got my back up against the wall. My seat is hot. What can I do to get this team playing better? And what he did was he changed. He's made lineup switches. He put the youth in there with the energy and the defense, and I think it paid dividends. So I really do think that, despite what we might say about Tibbs right now, he did a good job of getting these cats to play more better on the defense side of the ball. We in the top 10 now, or right around the top 10 in defense. I think that's important, man, because defense wins games, defense wins championship. And even when the Knicks is not on their best scoring night, that defense keeps us in basketball games. And that's why I think the key to this thing is, like, if your defense is on point, even when your offense is not scoring the ball well that night, the defense keeps the game close for just in case somebody can find a rhythm or something, and that pull off an upset, we get a victory. So I think that's why I'm so glad that the defense is really coming back to what we thought it was, the Tom Thibodeau defense type of basketball team. And though we didn't have, major defenders in the starting lineup, until Grimes got here, because Jalen Brunson, he's a good teacher, take charges pretty well. Mitchell Robinson, and RJ, when he want to play, could play, and Julius Randle. So him and have Quentin Grimes in there now. I think that was awesome with Mitchell Robinson. Now I think Brunson and RJ are going to give a little bit more effort, but due to the fact they got a young guy like this second-year guy in there now, play a defense the way he playing, that's going to make them want to step the game up. So I'm excited about that in the sense that I think that's the reason why we've been relevant the last 4 or 5 games. Is because of that defense has finally stepped to the forefront, and Tom Thibodeau made the right adjustments with the starter lineup and the team overall, per se. I'm going with a shorter rotation to get guys more rhythm, to get in their bag instead of, trying to let them play less minutes and trying to find a rhythm. I think it was a real wise move to go to 9 men so everybody can get a rhythm. Instead of playing 10 minutes, you might get to play 15 minutes so you can get a better rhythm to your game. And I think it paid dividends. So salute to Tom Thibodeau for that, for making an adjustment when he had to. But for tonight, we understand that's a deep offensive juggernaut over there. We know DeMar DeRozan can get in with the best of them. We know what Zach LaVine can do. Vucevic can get in with the best of them for a center, stretch the floor, hit the 3-ball pretty well. Got a little bit of post move here and there. But I think they limited when it comes to defense. I really don't see nothing in that starting lineup that scares any of our players that's on our side of the ball from an offense standpoint. I think Julius Randle drops dead and might drop 30 on Patrick Williams. He's a good player. But he's not a defense juggernaut. So I think our offense is going to have a good game tonight just due to the fact these guys are not a really solid defending team. But so let's see how it goes, man. I think the Knicks go in there tonight, get it popping. Let's hope that quickly can go in there and just at least hold it down for we ain't expecting him to beat Jalen Brunson, but keep us in the game with your defense and your playmaking a little bit, get into the paint to open up the floor and everything. And then I would say, okay, you know what? Yeah, Jalen Brunson is a big loss, but it's always a team effort. So if Quickly and a couple other guys can have better games than they normally had during the rest of the season or prior to the night, they can have these decent games, man, and everybody step up there and make up for Jalen Brunson in a sense. But I think we definitely be all right on the defense end, because I do think the Cats going to play some good ball with Quickly and Grimes in that backcourt tonight. If that's the starting lineup, Quickly and Grimes in that backcourt is a damn good defense backcourt. Let's make no mistake about that. So you ain't going to just go in there, walk in there, and just go and run amok on them guys. So I think that's going to be really interesting to see how that go tonight. Quickly got he got that long arms, and my man Grimes is just getting better every day that he plays in the NBA when it comes from a defense perspective. So I'm expecting a real good outcome tonight. And I think that's real important to me to see the Cats go and get it tonight and just get in there and play hard for 48 minutes, play defense, push the pace, like Shaw Powell said. Obviously, we got to rebound the basketball tonight. But I'm not worried about the Chicago Bulls. We went in there and beat Chicago there before, no big deal. So I'm not really worried about them, man. I just think that we play our game tonight. I think we got a good chance of coming out of Chicago with a victory tonight, because we got to play them again Friday. I would love to go in there tonight and handle business tonight. Because I think I was talking to the chat a while ago. Like, listen, once the Knicks get on that 4 or 5 game winning streak, you're gonna see it coming. And right now, it's becoming a reality. And we're 4 games in a row. I was like, they're gonna get on a winning streak, and right now this might be that winning streak they go on. I love to see the Knicks get to a damn near 8 game or 7, 8 game winning streak, man. And I think that'd be so awesome for this team from a morale standpoint, and knowing that they believe in who they are as a team. So let's see how it goes tonight, man. It's gonna be a real hard fought game. But I'm ready for this win tonight, though. I think Knicks go get it popping, and we'll see what it is. That's a good question. Who's the 9th man tonight? That's a good question. Will Cruz. I was hoping that it would be Cam Reddish. I was hoping, but obviously it seemed like he must be getting traded, because there's no way you don't play him. I just don't understand that. If this is 9th man step up to 9th, it's either going to be Cam Reddish or Jericho Simmons get more minutes there, D-Rose, I don't know, but it seems like the guy that we would hope be playing to help, they're not playing. Either they're going to get traded or Tibbs just don't want to play him. Because I can't say that Cam Reddish was winning games for the Knicks. When he was in that starting lineup for the Knicks, they was winning. He had a 500 record when he was a starter. So if he don't play him tonight, I just think that it's really all about trades to me. I think they don't want to risk him going out on the court, get injured and mess up their trade value. That's the only reason I can see he won't play this guy, man. You are right. You are right. Nick, they are nice. Sumo, they are nice. I'm not taking up from the Bull team tonight. It's not going to be an easy game tonight. I don't want nobody to mistake what I'm saying. But because of what we play in basketball, and listen, we played the game. We played it here. The Chicago Bulls played the game this year. You know what I mean? Granted, they probably be a better team if Lonzo Ball was there consistently. Or them guys was there. It might be a different ballgame, but they're not, though. You know what I mean? Just like we probably would have been better in the year if Quentin Grimes would have been the way he was, or Mitchell Robinson when they got injured, or Derrick Rose, we would have been different too. But everybody playing the same schedule, man. You know what I mean? Even though we beat the Atlanta Hawks without they played, but Atlanta Hawks had them play out against other teams too. So I think that's the way the NBA is going. We not the only team playing guys who got their stars hurt Everybody playing. It ain't only the Knicks doing it. So I think that just because the Knicks beat them when they start don't mean that the other teams playing them out, they start going to lose. They should beat them too. And I think we doing what we supposed to do. If you missing your star player, then your team's supposed to beat that team, and that's what we doing. We beating them. So with the Atlanta that had John Collins, they didn't have. And my man got injured in the first quarter. But what was the outcome of the game? We blowed them out. So we kind of doing what we supposed to do. When you don't got your star players, you don't have close games. You're supposed to blow them out. And you look at all the games the Knicks are playing without the other team star players, we've beaten about 17, 18, 20. It's not like we beaten about 1 or 2 or 5 points and barely got by the game. No, we blowing them out. So I think that tells me that no matter if them guys were dead, Knicks had a chance to win that game because the way we playing basketball right now, the basketball is a game of rhythm. Right now, our defense is playing great basketball in New York, and it got a good rhythm to it. And Julius Randle's in a good rhythm. He's playing good basketball for the Knicks right now. RJ Barrett's not like he was at the beginning of the season. He's getting better with his numbers. So I just think that it's only inevitable about these cats doing what they're doing, man. Shot Power said something wrong with the internet, so hopefully he can get back up, man, or I try to hold it down and all that good stuff, man. But I'm liking what the Knicks the way they playing ball right now. I have no quarrels with anything. We just got to keep grinding, getting better every day. Every day, learn from your mistakes, learn from something that you did good, and move on to the next day and to the next team and try to get it popping. And I think they're doing that. What it is, Jet for Life. I don't know. It might not just be so much a Tibbs though. You know what I mean? Because the front office could be telling Tibbs, we're going to trade him. I don't want him injured. Don't play him. Because if he go out there and get hurt, then that I just think that it might not only be Tibbs saying don't play him. It literally could be the front office saying, listen, we might trade him to the Lakers. We might trade him here. So why risk him getting injured? And then we wind up not getting what we want from him. I think that's the only reason he's not playing. I think Tibbs trusts Quentin Grimes enough, not Quentin Grimes, Cam Reddish enough to play him in basketball because he's seen what Cam Reddish was doing for him in the game that he won. So I do think it might be one of them things where it's because of the trade thing. It might not be even about the other stuff. Maybe I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm only thinking that that's the only reason that it's either you play him or you don't play him. And the reason why you don't play him when he talented that he is because they're gonna trade him. I think Tibbs is a good coach. He know that he could have that Luol Deng type of player in Cam Reddish. I think he understands that. But also I think about when it comes to the business side of it, I think it might be about the trade, guys. Let's hope that's what it is. But that's the only reason I can see it. If it ain't, then Tibbs, you disappoint me for sure. If that's not the way it's going down, we'll leave it like that, man. But Travian, appreciate you, man. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate that, man. We do need that win tonight. Win on the belt tonight, get us back to 2 games over 500, 5 games in a row, and we playing good ball, man. That's all it is, man. We gonna keep it moving, and we gonna keep trying to build this thing up, man. And like I said, right now you can't. The numbers don't lie. I don't care who they playing or what they playing. I don't care who not in the starting lineup on any team. The name of the game at the end of the day, whether you got it by default or whether you got it by this, it's about the columns, the W's and the L's. I don't care if we played Brooklyn Nets and KD wasn't there. I don't care if Kyrie was there. You still wanted to beat them. I don't care who ain't there. The name of the game is beat them. So I don't care if you ain't got none of your starter players in the lineup. But that night, you better beat them. And right now, the Knicks haven't been playing. Some certain teams we've been playing, they haven't had their starters in there or they good players. So what we supposed to do? Beat them. And that's what we doing. And that's why we sitting where we at. So it's all good, man. I ain't got no problem with the way the Knicks playing basketball right now. Let's hope they can continue to get better. It's a process. I'm not wishing the Knicks to go into the cellar. I ain't trying to tank, and I don't believe in that. You know what I mean? And I don't think they believe in that because the Knicks believe in tanking. They would have tanked the last 5 years. I don't think that's the culture you're gonna set. You take what comes to you. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. So let's see if tonight we go in there and get Chicago on a night where they might not be up to their best performance. We might get Chicago night where they might not be at their best performance. If they are at their best performance, that means we got to be at our best performance. So that's either way it goes. If they're gonna beat you, or we're gonna beat them. And let's hope that tonight, that we really go in there and get it popping against them, man. I got my man Shot Powell back in the building. Shot, you good?
Yeah. I noticed. I'm not to get off subject, but I noticed now that I use different things with this background that I got. It sometimes sucks up my internet or whatever it is, my internal internet on my joint. Anyway, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. You good? You good?
Oh, okay, all right. Brunson is yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Next man up. That's all it is. Next man up. It don't even matter. Next man up. Whatever. Let's get it popping. Whoever the next man up of Brunson, it's a team effort. Quickly, we need you. We need McBride to score a little bit more points tonight. We need Quickly to score some more points tonight. Whoever's in that game got to make up for Brunson from a number standpoint. But I ain't worried about it from the defense standpoint. I think Quickly gonna hold us down there. Him and Grimes him Grimes and Deuce McBride gonna be all right on that end. Them cats ain't gonna just walk over them cats that easy. They some pretty good talented players. So yeah, real talk. Yeah, man. Listen, I don't want to get into the the thing with Sharon. You know what? You don't feel this ain't the show for you, but there's a lot of great podcasters out there. A lot of great podcasters. MBK, Blowing Tears, they out there. If you feel like Knicks Real Talk is not for you, we don't want you coming here just throwing all that negative energy in here. We don't want it. Go to another. You got freedom, brother. You got freedom to go to a lot of good podcasters out there. Go down there and do what you're doing, but we don't want it up in here. If you don't feel like me and Shy Powers is the type of podcast for you, you know what it is, brother. You know what I mean? Real talk. We got respect for you. We love you, but we don't need all the hyperbole and all the negative stuff up here. That's not what we do here. Ain't got nothing to do with homers or nothing being real. Man, my whole life is real. Everything I did for the last 60 years is real, and everything I do is real. If you don't appreciate the way we get Knicks Real Talk popping up in here, no pun intended, no disrespect. It's a lot of great podcasts out there. You got a lot of choices out there, my brother. Go out there and handle it down there. That's all. That's all I can tell you, man. Real talk. We trying to talk about the Knicks and do what we do here. We ain't trying to get up in all that craziness that you're doing out there. That's real talk there. That's real talk. Facts. But anyway, Shy Powell, you on? Yeah, Shy Powell's
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. But yeah, man, it's all good, man. We like I said, man, we don't need a negative energy up in here, brother. This ain't for you. Just kick rocks. That's all I can tell you, man. The real talk, man. So that ain't what it is, man. So it's all good. But anyway, getting back to the Knicks, I just don't want this to be the continuous thing where you making the chat had to respond to your trolls up in there. If you don't like it, don't watch it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's real. Shop out. But anyway, back to the Knicks. Damn right, we playing good basketball, man. We 14-13, won 4 in a row. We moving up. We doing our thing. And I think we're gonna try to continue to get better every day and try to get this thing stay in this momentum hunt to get in the playoffs. If we could do that, we all good. So Rome wasn't built in one day. It's steps to this thing, man. Different levels to it. Right now, we might not be at the level we want to be as a Knicks team and an organization, but there's different levels to it. But we are making steps to take different levels up to a higher form. That's what we're doing. So I ain't got no problem with what the Knicks are doing right now. Because if anybody think they smart in the Knicks organization, they go get a job there. That's all I can tell you. You know what I mean? So that's real, man. But I'm excited about it, though, man. Let's get it popping tonight, man. We need that W tonight, Shop Powell's in the worst way.
Yeah, I mean, as things go on, the team is starting to, get it together. They're starting to play for each other. I've been watching. You maybe do homework, so I come on here and I've watched games where we lost and how the defense plays, and I've couple of games that we played with the new implements of Grimes and Deuce McBride. And I don't know if it's Deuce McBride, I don't know if it's Grimes, but those guys make everybody play better defense. And if you sit back and watch it, you even see Julius Randle play somewhat of a better style of defense in these last 4 games. I'm pretty sure with these guys on the court, it makes Julius Randle plays a little harder because he sees the effort out of these guys and he puts forth a better foot forward. You know what I mean? So, let's see what happens tonight, man. Like I said earlier, man, this is a big game tonight against the Eastern Conference team that's right there, right around where we at, somewhere around. I know they're in the realm of 2 wins and they in the 5th spot or whatever it is. So let's see how we go out here and contest with these guys, and let's see how we can if we can hold down DeRozan, to see if we can shut him down because there is some other guys on there. Let me not get it. Let's make it clear, but DeRozan right now seems to be their go-to guy, their all-star, their superstar. So if we could try to keep him in check a little bit, we ain't going to stop him, but if we can make his percentage, give him 9 for 29 or something like that, that's good work out there. So let's see what we could do tonight. Let's see if Tibbs have a game plan for this team, and let's make it happen. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk. They got guys out there, man, who could really get down. Like I said, you definitely not, you got Gordon Dragic down there. Obviously, Dalen Terry's down there. Derrick Jones Jr., they down there. But like I said, I like the way the Knicks is playing basketball down there right now. Alex Caruso, he's a handful on the defense side. He's a handful. He could play defense with the best of them. I think the Lakers wish they had Alex Caruso now, but I don't even know if he's playing tonight. Kobe White is a decent ball out of me, North Carolina. That's my boy down there. So Kobe White could play ball down there. But these guys are not busting out the gates on everybody. Javonte Green, solid young NBA player. I mean, they ain't no scrub. They're in the NBA. But I do think, the way our team playing is pretty impressive, man. Because like I said, sometimes when you putting a lot of pressure on the ball in the backcourt, when you putting a lot of pressure on the ball in the backcourt, it allows you to take the pressure off the other guys who are not so good of a defender. And it keeps Mitchell Robinson from extending a lot of energy, because now that you got Deuce McBride out there playing good, quickly playing good, you got Grimes playing good, and RJ giving his effort when he can give it. Sometimes he get beat every now and then, but for the most part, he's still playing at least average defense. It's a big difference, man. It wasn't like they were blowing past Fournier. It wasn't like they blowing past Derrick Rose. They not, now they got guys who can stay in front of them, and even if they beat them, they pretty good. They pretty good recover guys on the defense side of the ball. One thing I like about Quentin Grimes that's really notable to me, the way he recovered once the guy get past him. He either wind up knocking the ball from behind him, or he keeps the guy in a certain area where he knows Mitchell Robinson can kind of help him out without giving up too much on his guy. So I do think that it's a big difference the way these young guys is playing ball down there on the defense side of the ball, because like I said, if you got guys who can slow the other guy down, you ain't got to stop him. You got to slow him down. We know DeMar DeRozan could drop 40 on him, and Levine could drop 40 on you in a heartbeat. But it's not about them dropping 40. It's about slowing them down and making it hard to get to 40. Like he always say, you ready for him to shoot 10 for 25 than for 10 for 21. You know what I mean? That's almost 50%. So I do think that makes a big difference happening with Bride and them guys hawking them from the back court all the way up to the front court and making them guys. Yeah, I'm here. I hear you, Shy.
Chad, put a thumbs up and say something if you still hear me. Am I still in?
I hear you. I hear you, but
oh shit.
It's all good. But other than that, man, right now let's keep this thing going, man. Salute to the chat.
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but Divine broke out.
I hear you.
Or is it me? Maybe it's me.
Yeah. Salute to the chat though. E. Gibson, Cash Out, Sherman, everybody. David, I gotta get it right. Piccolo, I think I might be on it right there. Jet for Life, everybody. Salute to the chat, man. We in here, man. Johnny Davis, everybody. I like what I'm saying right now. They say they hear you, Shop. I hear you too. You just can't hear me. But I like the way the Knicks playing basketball right now, man. For the starting lineup tonight, I guess they're gonna implement quickly in there. That should be pretty fun tonight to see quickly and Grimes. Obviously you're not, Grimes gonna have his hand full, but I think he will make it hard on DeRozan. Not saying he's gonna stop him, but I think Quentin Grimes will make it a little harder on him, opposed to him just running amok tonight. I think Quentin Grimes can give him a little bit more. That mid-range game is so lethal that DeRozan got and everything, man. But I think Quentin Grimes can come to play tonight. I think the Knicks come to play tonight, man. They could lose the game and they could win, but I do think that overall we got a very good chance of winning that game. Them guys are not 11-15 for no reason. You know what I mean? They're 11-15 for a reason. It could be health-wise. It could be play on one side of the ball. They're not in cohesion. I don't know what Chicago Bulls' issue is, but obviously missing lines with the ball makes a big difference, but that's not our problem. You know what I mean? That wasn't the other team problem who played them without them too. So just like the Knicks, we play people just without their guy, we play them too. Every other team does it too. So, they beat them or they lose. We got to beat them or we lose. And that's what happens tonight. And if we do that tonight, we come out victorious, then it's a good feeling, man. It'd be a good feeling for the Knicks to be able to do that, to be 15-13, 2 games over 500, and long season still to go, but it's good to see. I'd rather for the Knicks to be playing good ball than not playing good ball, whether it's about the fall or not. I want the Knicks always to play good ball and get wins, because it's about wins and losses. It ain't about individual stats. It ain't about whether you like a player or not. No, it's about what the team do. And if the team playing good ball, who cares if you don't like Quickly? Who cares if you don't like Quentin Grimes or Cam Reddish or Julius Randle? It doesn't matter. It matters what is the Knicks doing in the Eastern Conference in the NBA. Right now they sitting 6th. That's all that matters. All that other stuff is irrelevant. You know what I mean? So I'm happy the Knicks playing good ball. Shot Powers, they got a chance to to stay up in this thing, man. We need to get a couple of more good notches under our belt with wins. And let's see how we go tomorrow, December 15th. Everybody who was signed in the off season, they're eligible to be traded. A lot of them. Certain ones who got that December 15th timeline. So after tomorrow, anybody signed this season who's eligible for that, they can get traded. So I think you gotta hope that the Knicks, go out there and see what they can do, shot power to boost this team to try to make a plan for the playoffs.
Yeah. To go back just a little bit, Divine, because we got cut off. You made a great point about how Quentin Grimes orchestrate his defense into putting a man going the way that he wants him to go. He tries to make you go towards Mitchell Robinson, plain and simple. The way he angles his defense is to push the defense on his weak hand to Mitchell Robinson on his strong hand. And it works great. You know what I mean? I've seen him do that a couple of he does it a lot, but a couple of times it was very effective where he got the steal. So let's see what happens tonight, man. Let's see if our defense can hold up, man. And I mean, this is another, like I said, this is another game that we really need to get, and another big game against a quote unquote big name team. And let's see how we fare against them tonight. And I mean, these are the games that we all should look forward to seeing the Knicks try to beat this team. I mean, this is an old school rival for us. Back in the days, if you don't remember, if you're over 40 years old, you should remember. You should remember this rivalry with Chicago. So at any rate, let's get this game tonight. Push that pace, grab some rebounds, and score some free throws.
Yeah. I think we're good tonight, man. I think we're good to go. It's going to be a tough game, but I like sometimes it's just the way you playing basketball. Right now, you got to admit it. The Knicks are playing good basketball. Whether you like it or not, they're playing good basketball. They're competitive. They playing on both sides of the floor. Julius Randle was literally in his bag. He made a little hiccup the other day by getting a little bit too emotional. You think about it, he had 27 points at halftime.
27.
If Julius Randle wouldn't have got a guy suspended the other day, I'm talking about
40.
Game, he probably would have dropped 40 on them cats easy the other night. I mean, that's just how we were playing. And RJ was doing what he was doing. And them cats was in it, man. Mitchell Robinson, I think he's having one of the better seasons that we would thought he could have. But he right now, he in the last 6-7 games, whatever, since he came back off the foot injury, Mitchell Robinson been playing the knee injury. I apologize for that. Mitchell Robinson been playing damn good basketball for the Knicks, man. And that's a big plus. Hartenstein been playing a little bit better lately. That's good to see. So I think the team overall is playing much better basketball than they did 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, whatever the case may be. They're playing a little bit more with more cohesion. They now that they got that tight rotation, you kind of get a little bit more steady minutes to show and prove. And right now they're living up to it, man. So listen, season's still early. The Knicks can wind up being in the play-in, but as of right now, not what they did beforehand or what they did after. And living in the present moment right now, the Knicks are playing good basketball. And I think that has a lot to do with you guys finally gelling, getting together. Ever since Julius Randle had that little lunch or whatever, they've been balling out together, man. They playing. Like I said, if you look at this thing overall, man, them cats is really is doing their thing. So let's hope that they continue to grind, continue to win. We want these teams. We want Knicks to go where they got to go. And I think if they keep playing hard the way they're playing, I think we're gonna, a lot of these teams that we thought might be up there might be slipping. Look at the Toronto Raptors. They got things going on there. You know what I mean? Look at Chicago. They got things going on there. They even got the Dak Levine speculation out there with the Knicks, even though it's probably just talk just to get news, to get clickbait, or to get some hits somewhere. But they even talking about Levine not being there. So you never know how this thing may go. These teams might be wanting to tank for my man, the young man coming out there. I'm just gonna call WY. They might be tanking for him, Rambo, whatever.
Bambi. I can't get it right either.
They might be tanking for him. So if that's the case, bro.
I was gonna say what about Bambi? I don't know.
Yeah, right. I ain't studying that much to master his name.
Whatchamacallit. That's what I'm gonna call him for now.
Yeah, but that and it is what it is, man. They playing good basketball, man. Yeah, you're right. E. Gibson. That would be, man. We can go down there in the Windy City. Like I said, I think they was gonna get that winning streak going. I was like, listen, guys, every team in the NBA does it. A lot of teams got their winning streak at the beginning of the season, and then they tapering off. The Knicks gonna get a winning streak once they get together. Right now, we got a 4-game winning streak. We can come out of this joint 5-7 games in a row. And we might lose tonight. You never know. You don't know how the ball going to bounce tonight. I don't think the Knicks going to lose tonight because of the effort of the other team just way better enough. It all depends how this thing go down tonight. But I do think the Knicks come play tonight. But we can get a 6-7 game winning streak, get us 3 games, 4 games over 500. And a lot of teams that's below us, they going the other way, shot power. And I think that's what the Knicks got to feel good about, is that a lot of teams that we thought that was going to be there, they going the other way. So we'll see how it go. But for us tonight, y'all know what it is, man. 7:30 game. Knicks Real Talk game day. There you go. Against Chicago Bulls in the Windy City, man. And for the Knicks, I think that's not accurate. Jalen Brunson won't be there. I think that might be Emmanuel quickly in the starting lineup. But you will have Quentin Grimes, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. For the Chicago Bulls, obviously, they go and roll out. Excuse me, guys. Ayo, and they're going to Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Vucevic. Good offensive team, not a defense ball player, not a defense ball player, not a defense ball player, not a defense ball player. Ayo plays all right defense. So to me, that should be the Knicks offense. If our defense come play, we good to go there. So they're going to start a lineup for the night. So we'll see how it goes after that, man. But I do think we go in there and get ready to get it popping tonight. I'm confident we go in there and play hard and win that game tonight, man. And we could do that. Then we sitting there with 15-13, man, and they got a good schedule on the doctors tonight in the NBA. A lot of teams that we fighting against in the Eastern Conference, right between that 4 and 7 spot, 11 spot, whatever. A lot of them play tonight, and a lot of games is favorable to us. That's why I was telling y'all at the beginning of the season, let each team in the East beat themselves up, and the Knicks do what they got to do. Let's let them beat each other up, and then we keep doing what we got to do. That's going to bode well for us in the standings. So I think we're going to be all right there. And I'm gonna throw it up there, and we get back at Shot Powers. And if you look at the standings right now, look at the Knicks sitting here at 6th spot, 14-13. The Hawks, they might lose tonight. They got a game. They probably lose tonight. Indiana, I think they play one another. I'm not sure how that go. On the Raptors is reeling. The Heat 15-15, 13-15. They probably can wind up climbing up somewhere. With the Bulls, I think the Bulls, Wizards, Magic, Hornets, they all stay down there. I don't think none of these teams. I don't think the Bulls even going to ride back up there. I just think that they signed my man. They ain't got the defense. They don't got the defense to compete up in that top of echelon. I think the Bulls got a massive offensive team, but defense win championships. I think the Heat will get on a roll in a minute. I think the Raptors are going to go the other way. It's something about what's going on in that organization I don't understand. But the Pacers, that was right now. They was looking to rebuild, so they came out the gate pretty hot. They caught a lot of teams off guard, but the Pacers is not staying there. They head down that way. And then if you look at the game tonight, and I want to put this out there when I get back to it. Today we got the Pacers against the Warriors. So I just showed you the Pacers record 14-14. They probably take an L maybe against the Warriors hypothetically. The Magic could beat them in Orlando tonight. Orlando tonight. I think obviously the Hornets and Pistons really don't matter. Knicks and Bulls is what's happening. The Raptors and the Kings. Kings got they could knock them cats off. They might not, but they can. Then you look at the Thunder and the Heat. Now the Thunder can knock the Heat off in Oklahoma City if they go out there and sleep on them cats. Because I think that them young boys ain't got nothing to lose by playing there. I think the Wizards lose to the Nuggets. I think the Mavericks beat the Cavaliers tonight. Now check this, where I put it there. They beat the Cavaliers tonight. Cavaliers, they'd be 17-12. They'd be one game in the loss column behind us. So I do think the Cavaliers fall down. I do think the Nets will wind up being in that top 3. Then after that, you got the Sixers, the Cavaliers, the Knicks, and I'm going to say Miami and the Hawks. After that, I think the Knicks will battle against any one of them people up there at Shot Powers. So I do think that you can't sleep on this thing, man. The Knicks is right there.
Yeah, I mean, things are every game jump the stats the numbers just change, you know what I mean? And hopefully we can see a couple. I mean, we with 3 games out of third, literally, come on, we playing good basketball right now. I want both of these games bad. I want both of these games bad. But if we split the 1-on-1 with them, I'm not opposed to that as well. You know what I mean? But we need to get this first one. We need to get this first win. I want the first win. If we lose the second game by them playing a different style of defense on us, or playing some type of zone defense, or whatever they want to do to change the way we shoot, okay. But this game here, I want this game tonight, man. This game tonight, as we rolling with this defense and stuff like that. Even with Brunson being down, hopefully we can step up and have IQ come out there, Deuce McBride play some minutes. Who knows if we don't see Sweeve tonight? Sweeve. We might see him, you know what I mean? We might see him out there a couple of minutes tonight. He's a one of those wing style players. We're down a player now. Tez wants to run that 9-man rotation. You know what I mean? We might see a little bit of Sims tonight again too. There's a couple of options that he have, but for right now, this is the game we need to do. Push that pace, grab some rebounds. We have to dominate them in rebounds. That's how we win games. We dominate in rebounds, and we got to bring our assists back up. But if we dominate in rebounds, limit them to one shot. Don't relinquish too many offensive rebounds. We have a great chance to win it tonight, man. And when we get to the line, almost 20 times a night between Julius Randle, RJ. We get to the line. RJ is like 6-7 times at the line a night. Randle is like 5-6 times a night. We get almost to the line about 20 times a night. If we can hit 85-86% of those shots, we have a great chance of winning this game tonight.
Yeah, real talk. You know what? And this, I like what Nick 100 put up there. He's everything pointing toward the Bull, which is rightfully so. They home in front of a crowd, but and all that good stuff. But let's look at the matchups. Let's go man for man matchup. You got Emmanuel Quickly and Dosunmu, whatever his name is. I call that a wash right there. I think Dosunmu and Emmanuel Quickly. I think Quickly defense is good enough to keep that young boy at his 10 points or lower in that starting lineup. I could believe that. And then we go to the 2-guard spot. Obviously, it's going to be Quentin Grimes and DeMar DeRozan. Obviously, you give DeMar DeRozan the advantage all day, every day. But what I like about the matchup is that I think Quentin Grimes plays a good enough defense to keep him honest, Shot Powers. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think he plays a good enough defense. Quentin Grimes plays a good enough defense to keep him honest. That don't mean he's not going to get his buckets. You know what I mean? Because that's DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan. He's a lethal guy when it comes to that mid-range game and all-around shooting. But Quentin Grimes plays enough giant effort on defense to keep him honest. Then we go to the 3 spot, LaVine and R.J. Barrett. We know Zach LaVine can get buckets. We know how he get down. But we know R.J. Barrett can get buckets, so he's gonna have to play R.J. on the defense side of the ball too. And with that needs. Well, let's see if Zach LaVine can R.J. go bully ball against Zach LaVine tonight, because Zach LaVine is more of a perimeter player, where R.J. Barrett is more of an inside player, outside per se. R.J. Barrett likes to get a lot of buckets down in the paint. So if R.J. Barrett is bullying down in the paint, let's see what that does to LaVine from a defense standpoint. So I like the matchups just due to the fact of LaVine can score the ball. RJ just get his. I think LaVine averaging 21 this year. RJ averaging around 18, 19. So that's not a lot of difference, you know what I mean, for scoring wise. But I think RJ Barrett defense is better than Zach LaVine's, and I think RJ got an advantage going downhill against Zach LaVine, because that's not Zach LaVine's strength. You know what I mean? So I like that matchup as well. Obviously, Patrick Williams, second year in the league, whatever the case may be, third year, he's not going to do nothing with Julius Randle. I can tell you that right now. Julius Randle can give it to a lot of people. You're right, but like even matchup there. So I do like the standpoint of I think Julius Randle dominates his position in A. Here go the key. The key to the game to me is, can Mitchell Robinson don't allow Vucevic to pull out to that 3-point line tonight? Boots can hit the long 3 ball, but I think further in the paint, I'm not worried about Mitchell Robinson, because Vucevic is only like 6'10", 6'11" tops. I think Mitchell Robinson don't have no problem playing above him. But Vucevic has got a little bit of body to him. He's an all-star player, been around, played in the all-star game. He's a good player, man. Coming out of Orlando with Fournier. They had that thing popping down there, him, Fournier, and in that trio down there with Aaron Gordon and them. But I think Mitchell Robinson slows him down. Mitchell Robinson playing some hell of a basketball for the Knicks lately, man. I'm telling you. So I like the matchups. I think they all pretty much even keel in a sense, but I think our defense puts us over the top against them tonight. I just think our defense is better than theirs. Them cats are not defenders. They try to defend, but they're not supreme defenders down there. DeRozan never was a defender. Levine never was a defender. Vucevic never was a defender. You know what I mean? Patrick Williams, he's 2 years in the league, just like Quentin Grimes. He got to grow and do what he do. And my man in the back, he's decent, but I don't think they're gonna mess with the Knicks tonight, Charles. I think we get that pop tonight.
IQ scores 34 points tonight. If Brunson doesn't play, he's going to have a ball-out game tonight, right? Is this where he's from? Wait.
Who?
IQ.
Maryland.
Oh, he's from Maryland. All right, but I think he's gonna have a ball-out game. Somewhere I seen something that. Anyway, at any rate, I think tonight is going to be IQ is going to come out tonight, and he's going to have a close to a triple-double game tonight. And I mean, I think if he doesn't have 34 points with 6 assists and 6 rebounds, he's going to have a triple-double game tonight, 24 points with about 10, 12 rebounds, about 10 assists. I think he's going to have a ball-out game tonight because Brunson is down. You know what I mean? And his man is going to back him up. Deuce McBride is going to come in, and he's going to play that in that second unit. I think he's going to intensify his scoring tonight too. Those two guys those are the two guys that we need to have those team numbers tonight, like I talk about. But they have to have high team numbers tonight. I need them to have like 17, 19. You know what I mean? I need them to be them numbers like that, both of them together. I think tonight those two guys need to. Those are the two guys I'm looking to. The numbers on their scoring is going to be different than everybody else's. I think RJ is going to do what he's going to do. I think he's going to get his 20 points a night. I think he's going to play some good defense. I hope that he can have a better field goal percentage tonight, where he shoots a better shot tonight, hit some threes tonight. I think Randall is going to show out again tonight. You know what I mean? He's going to try to go 30-something points tonight. I think Mitchell Robinson handles his number one. I think he's number one in offensive rebounds this year. So I think tonight is the night that he can get a double-double, maybe a low double-double, 13 and 15 or something like that. And but I think the guys to watch out for tonight is Deuce McBride and IQ tonight. I think those two guys are going to be our electrifiers tonight.
Yeah, Fabian said the NBA have had Brunson started as a projected starter. Yeah, I think that probably would be the case. We're looking out, Fabian. But a Cash Out, and he might not even play tonight. Cash Out, Caruso, he was on the injured list with a back or something like that, so he might not even play tonight. To be honest with you, so that's a plus for the Knicks as well. I mean, we want everybody on their team to be there, so we beat them. Ain't no excuses. But you got to play who in front of you like everybody else do. I think Shaw Powell hit the nail right on the head, man. So let's go out there and get this thing popping tonight. We on playing. We running with this thing right now, man. And you know you got to feel good as a fan, man, because you always want wins, not losses. We always want to be on the outcome of a W, not an L, and I think that might be nice. So I'm going way out there with IQ tonight, man. If Brunson's not playing, I've seen a couple of things when I was looking through too, that is a possibility that it's a game time decision for Brunson to play tonight. But if it's a game time decision tonight, then sit it out. Rest yourself for the next tonight, Thursday, and come out Friday. And I mean, if it's a game decision tonight, then sit it out. If it's that serious that you're not projected to be in the lineup, then come back Friday. And I mean, let's see what IQ do tonight. And I mean, let's see what IQ can really do, and see if he can orchestrate the team. The team plays better when IQ plays 20 minutes or more. So, and he's been playing pretty good basketball. Let's see if he comes out tonight and he can orchestrate, put people where they need to be. Don't dribble the letters off the basketball tonight, and give the ball up so people can get in their spots and make their shots. Cash Out, let's give us some more reporting, man. Cash Out, you're always on point with your stuff, man. Thank you so much. He said Begley just said Brunson is playing.
Oh, so there you go. Then no 30. So I recant everything that I was hopeful for tonight, because when me and Divine come on here, we talk real talk. We talk from how we perceive the team and what they could do or how they could play tonight. If they implement these things tonight, we think they have a better chance of winning. And that's how I vibe with Divine. I mean, we see the game as how we want the team to win. And I mean, and every time I'm going to get on here with my man right here, I'm going to try to simulate a way that the Knicks can probably try to win the game for that night. You know what I mean? And I've been wrong. How many? What is it? 14 and what are we? 14 and 13?
Yep, 14-13.
Yeah, I've been wrong 13 times.
Over 500.
I mean, because I think the Knicks could win every game out there, but. I mean, that's what we do. We sit here, we analyze, we try to talk, we talk with the stats, we do a lot of the things that we need to do to try to project the team to want to win tonight, because I believe you can call me a homer or whatever. I believe the team is going to win every night. So when me and Divine come on here and we share our piece together, you know what I mean? I project for the team whatever I think that they could do tonight to win the game.
Yeah. And real talk. You know what Child Powers is speaking the fact we ain't never seen this go 82-0.
Right.
so you know what we said, we predict the Knicks to win. We just know if they play hard, any team, not only the Knicks, if your team play hard every night, they compete to the fullest, they got a chance of winning games. That's just the way it is. So I think when the Knicks play hard like they've been playing for 48 minutes, their defense is on point. They're playing like the 90s Knicks was playing, locking cats down, not letting them score on them, because our offense is not that great sometimes. It keeps you with a chance to win the games. And I just think that's so important, man, because everybody not going to have their best night every night. You get up in the morning, you might go to work like, no, I didn't have a good day at work tonight. This wasn't my day at work. But you do what you did. You kept grinding to get that paycheck. Well, that's the same thing with the Knicks defense and offense. You know you got to get up there and play defense. Even when your offense is not popping, that defense is going to give you a chance to get some money. That's what they're doing. That's just plain and simple. That's just life. So I'm glad that the Knicks defense is at the forefront of it. We know we need both of them, but when one of them is not clicking, one of them got to be clicking. So when the Knicks offense is not clicking, that defense got to be clicking, because it still gives Julius Randle or Jalen Brunson. And think about this: how many games we lost this year? Maybe 2 or 3 when Jalen Brunson could have either won the game or took the game. So think about the game like that we lost because our defense stayed in the game. Jalen Brunson had a chance to either get a game winner or tie the game up to go into overtime. So that's important to know that, you know what, next time them shots gonna fall down. You know what I mean? So we done lost games that we should have won. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? So I'm good about the way the Knicks is playing right now, and let's just keep this thing going. I'm happy Jalen Brunson. Let me tell you something about that dude. I don't think Jalen Brunson wanted to miss this game. Here's the reason why. He played high school ball in Chicago.
Right. Brunson played there. I'm sorry. I said
Brunson played high school ball in Chicago. He was touring under Derrick Rose in Chicago. His dad coached with Tom Thibodeau in Chicago. The man lived in Chicago. Jalen Brunson probably, that means a lot to him to play in that game tonight. So he's a warrior, man. You got a lot of guys in this load management crap, man. Everybody want to sit out because they injured. This cat is the ultimate warrior. He epitomizes what the Knicks is, Jalen Brunson, to me. He's them Ewans and them. I'm not talking about number, but I'm talking about the competitive spirit. He's the Oakleys. He's the Masons. That's what Jalen Brunson is. He got a competitive spirit in him that, like, man, you know what? I'm hurt, but I'm not injured. It's one thing to be hurt, and it's one thing to be injured. Or right. So if you injured, it's different. You hurt, yeah, you can hurt your arm and still play, or you can still hurt your arm and still go to work. So I think who this guy is. He's one of them guys like, listen, I'm hurt, but I'm not injured. I'm going out there and getting my thing off, and I want to play, and I think that's going to be nice for the Knicks tonight. If we could play, as long as not like I agree with the chat. The chat got a pop of the night, man. Listen, Will, Cash Out, Met, Knicks fan, everybody.
Yes,
y'all cats is on fire up in the chat. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. Y'all cats is really dropping the jewels tonight. But who said it earlier? He don't need to play, but you know what? Hopefully we don't want to risk one game of a whole season. But if he think he can go and is not hurting him, I respect him for that. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to go to work hurt, man. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. He looked like he gonna go out there and want to play tonight in front of his home. Some of the guys that he grew up around as a kid in high school in Chicago. Probably means a lot to the brother, man. So I can understand why he want to try to give it a go. But I don't think he would jeopardize the Knicks season just to want to do that, though. I think if he really couldn't go, I think Jalen Brunson would really sit down. I don't think he would jeopardize the Knicks season for one game. You know what I mean? I don't think I think he's a more smarter guy than that, man, and he knows better. I'm not jeopardizing my future for one game. That don't make no sense. So I think he going he probably feel like he can go, and he won't put no more pressure on the injury that he had. Let's see, Shot Powell. I think he going. If he playing tonight, it's a good thing. Did he get it? To me, did I say the Knicks win the game? If he didn't play tonight, I think the Knicks win the game, but it might have been a little bit more tougher to win. But I think if Brunson playing tonight, Knicks winning that game. That young boy nice, but he ain't no Jalen Brunson back there. So I think that advantage goes to the Knicks. Even if Jalen Brunson plays 75%, my man ain't Jalen Brunson though. Not when it comes to putting the ball in the hoop and doing the things that he's doing. He's a second-year guy. Jalen Brunson done been to the Western Conference Finals, know how to play basketball, and play with one of the better players in the league. He know how to get down. So let's see. We playing that's good for the Knicks. Like I said, I want to see that Levine matchup, and I want to see what our wings gonna do with their wings. I really want to see what R.J. Barrett and Quentin Grimes gonna do with DeRozan and Levine. I really want to see. This is a big test for them, especially with Quentin Grimes. Think about the guys who he done shut down. Shot Powell since he put in the starting lineup. He done shut down some of the better twos in the league since he's been in there and made their average suspect. I mean, you got to get that boy his flowers, Quentin Grimes, man. You look at the two guys in the league that he's been playing since he's been implemented to the starting lineup. They all shooting 10% worse. That tells me something right there, man. So, like I said, DeRozan not a dominant 3-point shooter. His mid range. Levine, he can shoot the ball pretty good from 3, but you also know his game is also a transition oriented type of style too. So let's see if these cats can slow him down and get the W tonight. I'm gonna go out there on the night, Shot Powell. I'm gonna say the New York Knicks. I'm gonna go 120. I don't think their defense is that good. I think the Knicks 120. I think the Knicks 120. I'm gonna go Chicago 111. 120, 111. I think that's what it's gonna boil down to tonight. I don't think their defense as a team can stop the Knicks offense.
Yeah, I mean, we going out there with Jalen Brunson tonight. I see that a lot of things that I seen some questionable. I mean, some game time decisions. I see the chat is where it's at. It's giving us some good vibes out there, saying that he's going to play tonight. And I thought it was IQ, but it is Brunson that played in Chicago. So I'm sorry about that. I thought it was IQ. I was pushing IQ. I don't know why I was off, but I'm glad that if I just want him to play. I believe this is how the scenario is going to go. Tibbs goes, "Hey Brunson, you playing tonight?" And Brunson go, like, "Am I playing? Yeah, I'm playing tonight." Okay. I think that's just how I go. Hey, he loud as hell. Tibbs is loud as hell. He probably standing right in front of me, like, "Hey, you playing tonight?" And
I'd be like, "Brunson."
So, I think that's how that goes down. And Brunson say he want to play, so let's get out there tonight. You know what I mean? And see how we can take over this game. It's all about this defense now. There's new defensive schemes that we've been doing that has Julius Randle coming over the top of the screens now. Playing a little bit closer to his man where they're at the 3-point line. Not getting not missing cues on where two guys are standing in one place and then off the screen the opponents. The other team goes right and left, and our two players stay right in the same spot, and either one goes to the 3-point line and one goes to the short jump shot. So they've been playing pretty well defense, and Grimes is pushing his players right into Mitchell Robinson, and Mitchell Robinson haven't been getting many blocks, but he sure has made teams hesitant coming into that paint. I done seen a couple of plays that if Mitch would have touched it with a fingertip, he'd have about 3 blocks a game. So, you know, I mean, he's really in there, and Grimes is leading those players right to Mitchell Robinson. And when Grimes gets on the non-dominant hand, he's reaching, he's going down like this. So you got to push the ball to Mitchell Robinson with your dominant hand, and Mitchell Robinson shoulders. I forgot what game it was. I think it was the last game, and he went to grab a rebound, and he like stretches his upper body out. My man, Anyway, I'm a homer for Mitch, man. Mitch been playing pretty decent basketball. I hope that he could get a little bit more scoring opportunities. Get to low double doubles, but teens, 13 points, 15 rebounds. You know what I mean? Those are numbers. Almost 10 blocks a game. You know what I mean? If you don't get no blocks, make almost 10 blocks. Make everybody when they come in there, they fumbling the ball and then they want to pass it to the shooter on the outside because they don't want to get blocked by you. Let's get it tonight, man. I think we can win tonight. Push the pace, we need rebounds tonight. Grab the rebounds, hit some free throws. I also think it's going to be a high scoring game for the Knicks. The Knicks haven't let us down yet. I think it's going to be 118 to 107. 118, 107. I think we win by 11.
And Cash Out, I'm gonna answer that for you real quick. That's a good question, brother. We definitely got to answer that. Hey, Johnny Davis, I just want to put Johnny Davis check back. He said, "Too late, Shy. I heard that you said you got to ball out anyway." Hey, Johnny Davis, he said 34. He better at least give us 17, then, right?
Yeah, he got to get at least half of that. Then I thought Brunson was playing tonight. I thought Brunson wasn't playing tonight. I thought he was gonna, because if it was a game time decision, I would have rather him say, I'm going to sit out and I'll play Friday. You know what I mean? So this way he gives him 2 more days to rest on the foot. But if he's feeling like the foot is better now, this is not knowing, I'm not in the locker room. I'm not the front office. I'm not, yo, Brunson, what's up, man? How you feeling tonight, man? You okay? You going to play tonight, man, so I can put this money on you? What you going to do tonight? I ain't with him like that. So, you know what I mean? So, now that the great chat that we have has acknowledged me, let me know that Brunson's going to play tonight. I got to fall back from that, hoping that IQ started tonight and score 34 points or a triple-double, and hope that he comes in here and score them teen numbers, like I said, those 17s or 15 numbers. He has to also have a big night tonight because the second unit tonight is just as important as the first unit tonight.
Hey, Cash Out. Man, that's something I think I got to contemplate over for a minute. He like, that's a tough call right there, man. It's tough because I think Deuce picks up good from the full court. Like Deuce can pick you up from the baseline to baseline, but Grimes he be up under you. He right up under you, and that's a hard one, Cash Out. What do you think? You tell me what your thought, Cash Out. That's a tough one, man. I guess it's a small sample size. And I got to really sit down when I'm watching the game and see a lot of the things that now you're going to have me looking at this stuff. I'm glad you brought that up because now I'm going to be in the game looking for this stuff. What makes Deuce or Grimes who better? Because Grimes, he's a good on-ball defender. I know that much. And I think Deuce is too. But Deuce could pick you up from the top, from one end to the other. He got that long wingspan. You know what I mean? And that's a tough one, Cash. Good question, brother. Real talk.
I'm going to say this, Devon, since you brought it up, because I've been watching a couple of games, like at least the last 3 games or so. And to this question, Grimes picks you up maybe 3/4 of the way, maybe half court. Deuce McBride picks you up and makes sure that you give the ball up before he relinquishes the defense from the baseline. So when you take the ball out, you're going to catch Deuce McBride more towards the free throw or the top of the key on the other side before you cross the half court line, and he's going to follow you down. And when you come down with Deuce, you have to pass the ball. Now on perimeter defense, Grimes gets out and Deuce gets out. They usually don't let you get an open shot, especially if you're that man. Both of the guys. Deuce arms is tricky. He's like 6'2", but his wingspan is like 6'7" or something like that. He got this crazy long, like he tying his shoelaces standing up. His arms mad long, you know what I mean? And he gets grinding, you know what I mean? So the reason why the Knicks have been playing better perimeter defense is because of these 2 guys. So who is better? If they're playing their own man, I'm going to say Grimes, because Grimes has a harder test than what Deuce has in a point guard, that he's played a point guard. So I'll say Grimes because he's majority of the time playing a shooting guard. So he has a harder test to try to stop that person from scoring.
Yeah, you know what's interesting too? I think we got to look at it this way too. The level of competition they defended. Grimes been kind of guarding starting players.
Right.
Losing pride in the line up against superior competition. So,
Right.
but they're from a technique standpoint, a skill set, they both got a skill. Man, I love that backcourt, man. That is impressive, man. I just think that reason why where we at right now is because of them two dudes. I think Quinn Grimes and Deuce McBride is the reason why the Knicks are on the 4-game winning streak. I can really say that because they brought defense to the table. And so I do got to give them credit for that. But that's a good question, Cash Out. What a good question, man. That's why we got the best chat in the world. These cats are real knowledgeable up in there, man. That's why I call it an invisible panel. Cash always is on it, man. Real talk. But yeah, man, we get that win tonight. Play some good defense. I can't wait to get it popping, man. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Nick. 100. They both switch well.
They do.
They do, man. They do. They pressure ball.
That's a big reason why the Knicks are playing a little bit better now too, because instead of how they switch now, there's like how like you used to hold up, you do the thing and you be like 2 fingers and then you do the thing over here and do the however that thing goes. They switch sideways, you know what I mean? And the guys that switch now can pick up the player that's switching easier. They instead of them trying to singly or go around or over the top, they ping pong off of each other. You know, they push each other over and stuff. They've been playing a different switching. The way they used to switch before, they will go around. As a guy go around, they'll go under the screen. Now they just go side to side, so it makes it easier for them to pick up. I mean, at least that's what I've been seeing, you know, as a Knicks fan. That's what I've watched. So, man, this game got me amped tonight too, man. So let's get out there. It's my man's birthday tonight. We need a big victory. Nick 100, Nick fan, Mets Knicks fans' birthday tonight, I believe so too. So let's get this win for our guys in here tonight, man. Like I said, 118, 11 points, 118, 107. Yeah.
I tell you what, I got a real quick analogy, guys. If the New York Knicks defense tonight prevail, then I think nobody should question that defense. If you beat the Chicago Bulls with Vucevic, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, I mean, you cannot tell me that defense ain't legit. That's a high scoring team. That team is offense. So if you go in there tonight and Knicks get them boys the business on that perimeter and win that game and slow them down, I think we as Knicks fans got to say, you know what, that them boys is real. The Knicks is real. You beat Chicago in Chicago tonight with that offense weapons they have over there, and our defense come to play and Julius Randle to get in their bag and win that game. I don't think this is going to be considered a phony Knick run. I think this shit is real. If Knicks beat Chicago tonight the way I think they could beat them, and they do it, and you know, even though we missing players we missing players who just like they missing players, but you're not missing their star players other than Lonzo Ball. Well, he don't matter because he's been out the whole season. So not only he didn't play against the Knicks, he haven't played against nobody. But with the way that team is constructed right now, with them two offense threats, 3 offense threats on the starting lineup. If we come out that game tonight and our defense prevail, then under 100 like we've been playing, like Cash Out said, if we get under 100 tonight, the NBA better know that the Knicks defense is real. They legit, and that's going to be impressive tonight. So we're going to get it popping in a few minutes, 12 minutes before you get ready. It's going to be ESPN. So it should be a fun game. Let's go New York Knicks. I had 120. I would have had 120, 109. I think Knicks 120, 111. I'm sorry. I think the Knicks run amok on the offense. But if they keep them under 90, under 100 on the defense side of the ball, I think this thing the Knicks got going on is real. It's not one of them just a glitch in the matrix type thing, or just temporary. I think this shit is real. So let's see how they get it. Shot Powers. Let's go in there and get it.
I like that score right there. Average.
Yeah, that's nice.
Average really.
Yeah, real talk. But listen, man, let me get Shot Power get his last word. I'm gonna close the show, man. We're gonna get ready to get it popping and see if we can win this thing, man, and get 2 games over 500. It's a lot of important games in the association tonight. If the Knicks win, look at them standards, man. If we going ahead another game, we'll be 15 and 13. The Sixers will be 15 and 12. Hawks might lose tonight. Raptors might lose tonight. It looks that way tonight, man. So let's hope that we can get this thing popping tonight, man, and get it popping, Shop Hours.
Devon, once again, Let's get this win for you tonight on your born day, man. As always, salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. Y'all been real hot tonight, man. Even though I've been I caught a glitch in my matrix over here and stuff like that, but I'm glad to be here tonight. And let's get this win tonight. Push that pace, grab them rebounds. Most definitely grab rebounds tonight. We out rebound this team. I mean, we keep them to one shot a game. And if we get to the line, we got to hit our free throws. 117, 117, 108. Let's get it.
Yo, happy birthday to your son, my brother. Once a Nick, always a Nick. Salute to him, man. Happy born day to your son. That's real talk, man. That's what's up. Man, listen. We gotta go. Yeah, that would be nice, man. Will Cruz, but I think they will, man. I'm excited about what the Knicks doing right now. I know we know they're not gonna win every game, but they're gonna come play hard tonight. I think they're gonna leave it all out on the floor tonight. I do know that. I think they will leave it all on the floor tonight. And I'm excited about this team right now, man. They thought what I thought they were going to be. You know me, guys. Since day one, I had them 45 wins. So I'm pretty much 45 and 37. And I'm feeling good that they're winning some games and get it popping. But yo, man, salute to the most powerful chat in the business, man. Like I said, without you cats, ain't no Knicks real talk. Y'all cats be dropping some major jewels up in this place, man. I'm telling you, man, y'all keep me on my P's and Q's all day, every day. But it's beautiful to have guys in here like ladies and gentlemen, like your guys up in here, man. And I'm really being engaged with the show. That's why I say this show might be different from a lot of other shows, because I literally make the chat part of the show. Without you guys, I just ain't no fun doing it this way. I want to make sure I get you guys' thoughts in there, because you guys are a true Knicks fan. Whether you agree to disagree, whether you might think the Knicks not that or you think the Knicks are that, but y'all a loyal, true Knicks fan. That's why I want to, because I'm a loyal Knicks fan as well. But I also got to deal with the the aspects of right and wrong and right information and everything like that. I don't want to put no disinformation out there, but a lot of this comes from love, though. You know what I mean? The love for the Knicks brand and the team that we admire in New York. So, we always got to keep it moving, man. Real talk. And but you guys is where it's at, man. And that's real talk, man. So thank you all, guys, for the birthday shout out. Man, I appreciate every one of you guys, man. And hopefully we come back on Friday and talk about another Knicks victory, man, and get this thing popping. I think the Knicks on something, man. And whether we lose or win tonight, I think they headed in the right direction. Moving forward, we didn't get the chance to get into a lot of the trade stuff. We know we got the names out there. We know what it is. But if you don't see Evan Fournier tonight, you don't see Derrick Rose tonight, you don't see Quentin Grimes, Cam Reddish tonight, the only reason I think them cats is not playing because they're getting traded. That's the only reason I can see Cam Reddish not playing with the Knicks right now, is because the front office don't want that guy to risk the injury and get hurt and mess up his trade value. That's the only reason he's not playing to me. It ain't because of his talent. It ain't because of the 9-man rotation. Because if that's the case, he should have been in a 9-man rotation regardless. So let's see how it goes, man. And we'll see how it goes in a minute. But let's get the New York Knicks. Salute to the chat. Nick 100, peace to the God of our wise. Aboriginal, my man, good to see you as well. Sean Cubes, D. Ross, Matt, Nick fan, let's go. E. Gibson, Will Cruz, Chef, NYK. I got Nick 100 cash out, my brother. Salute to you as well. Once Nick in the building. Fabian, my man, salute to you. All you guys, man. Cash out, you already know us. Once again, Johnny Davis, always in the building with us. Johnny Davis, we appreciate you, my brother. Real talk. D. Ross again. If I go over your name again, I apologize for that, but I don't want to leave nobody out, man, because y'all where it's at. My man, Charles Santiago, Brazil, in the building. Charles Santiago, salute to you, my man. Salute to you guys. Make sure y'all run them up with the thumbs up. West Coast Knicks, you know what it is. In the building. Pudge, Nice, P, Nice, my brother. Salute. Everybody, man. Tim, everybody, man. Smith, let's go get it, New York. Let's go get this W tonight. So we got something to talk about Friday and get it popping, man. Y'all cats enjoy the game. We'll see you cats. Win or lose, we be in the building. You know us, man. We ain't going nowhere. We here. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. First and foremost, man. Let's go, guys. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy it. Thanks for all the born day shout outs. I'm going to cherish that for the rest of my life. So salute to you guys on that one. And let's get it, man. Next we'll talk. Shy Powers, my man. Yes, sir. Peace. Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This real talks the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Nick shit, dripping in Nick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, I'm dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat, that's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that, you don't care for hyperbole, you straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feel me tripping in 10 books as they took my game plan. Let my brand for loop and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base like the links, Anthony Mace. Drink the logo when there's hairspace that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's 50 Jacksons on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.